What are the 5 types of failures that are standing in the way of your success? Hey everybody, Chef Katrina here, and welcome to today's Chef's Table. This is all about your mindset. We are December 31st, kicking off a brand new month. There's so much going on in the world. We're heading into the end of the year. Oh my goodness, my hair is just a total mess right now. And I just had to state that out loud. So today, I want to talk to you about the 5 types of failures that are standing in the way of your success, because I truly believe that I struggle with this. There's probably a good chance you're struggling with this. It just seems like every day is like a day of opportunities, a day of success, and then there's always something that might seem to like get in your way. So I know that yesterday, we were going through the challenge, and Jimmy talks about it again, the powerless, like really how important that is, the ability to check off the things that are most critical, important to you, both personally, health-wise, spiritually, business-wise, right? But for the most part, we talk about this powerless as a way to continue moving our business forward. I will tell you, we don't necessarily grow up in the state of like, yeah, I could totally build a business. Like there is a lot of stuff up here, limiting beliefs up here in the brain that really do cause a lot of things. So many of you know I'm going through, and this has not been like a speed read for me. I think I've been bringing up this book for the last few months as I slowly take it apart, because it's getting back into this again. And what's interesting for me is that I've had success in getting back into the rhythm of what helped me get to that success level. For me, there's that been there, done that mentality that I'm really working through, like really working through. And sometimes inside of that, I have to come back to reading this. And it's so interesting because when I talk with one of my students, when I talk with one of my clients and they're looking for extra coaching and they're around a roadblock, it's interesting because right where I'm at in this book is usually where they're blocked. So one of the things that I wanted to bring up with you is that inside of Think and Grow Rich, they talk about the 31 major causes of failures. There's actually 31 reasons that we will fail at whatever we want to take on. And I was like, yikes. So I wanted to read with you, to go over with you just 5 of them that I think stick out. Now, I do recommend, if you guys haven't already, if you're watching this live with me, first off, let me know where you're coming in from. I always like to say hello to you and welcome you onto the Chef's Table. And also just want to share with you some of the things that I'm up against, right? So some of the things reading in here, I'm like, just to kind of go through the mindset for myself. So one of them that's in here is the lack of a well-defined purpose of life. There is no hope of success for the person who does not have a central purpose or definite goal at which to aim. So if you've kind of like been wishy-washy, like, oh, I just want to succeed, or I just want to build my team, or I just want to get 100, it's the undefined, it's the undefined passion behind what it is you want to achieve, right? So it says 98 out of every 100 of those who have analyzed have no such aim, which is perhaps the major cause of their failure. So having a purpose, knowing what you want to achieve. See, for me, it truly is 10,000 entrepreneurs, helping them build and scale their business. And what's so crazy is now that I've had that as my defined purpose, like who I am in the world as somebody that helps struggling entrepreneurs put the pieces together to actually build and get paid for their services, their knowledge, their expertise, and what they want to do and who they want to serve. For me, that is such a critical piece of this. One of the other things was procrastination, right? So we've talked about, of these 5, the first one is lack of a well-defined purpose of life. The other one is procrastinations. And he actually states in here, this is one of the most common causes of failure. Old man procrastination stands within the shadows of every human being, waiting for his opportunity to spoil one's chances of success. Most of us go through life as failures because we are waiting for the time to be right. For the right time to start doing something, right? But do not wait. The time will never be just right. Start where you stand. Now, this is really important, right? Hey, Dale, this is really important. Listen for this because I got a lot out of this one. And it says, the man who makes, start where you stand. and work with whatever tools you have at your command, and better tools will be found as you go along. So many of us try to spend more time getting the next tool, the next tool, the next tool. But if you look at where you stand right now with the education, the tools of what you have, what can you already start doing? Who can you help serve right now in such a way that the other tools you'll need will be shown to you? They'll be found along the way. I thought that was so great, because a lot of times we procrastinate waiting for the right time, the right product, the right service. But timing is also about getting into action. And so I love that one. So the second one was procrastination. First one was lack of definite plan, lack of persistence, right? Most of us are good starters, but poor finishers of everything we begin. Moreover, people are prone to give up at the first sight of defeat. There is no substitute for persistence. So staying persistent in what you want to do, stay in action. So I was having an incredible conversation, and I have this with top leaders all over this industry and all over the world of online marketing and business. And one of the interesting things they say is that, lack of persistence, procrastination, lack of a good vision, these do all point to major reasons that we do fail, because we're unwilling to do what we need to do to move forward. Time is of the essence. Most people think, I'm going to jump onto the internet, this whole digital world, and we're going to succeed within 6 months. Because the internet is going to be a faster way to build your business. The reality is that whether on YouTube, whether on Facebook, whether on Twitter, whether wherever this video is showing, this is a media platform. Media's sole purpose is to get out education, information, news, training. So leveraging these medias, knowing actually how to use them to leverage and build your business, as opposed to being just a user using these platforms to build your business, is a distinction most people don't take advantage of. They see media as a place to go and connect with friends and stay in other people's lives in the world. But the reality is, as a business owner, you want to limit your amount of time on media and be intentional when you're here. Start setting timers, start setting owl clocks, as I call them, and limit the time in which you spend on media. Be intentional. Really, if you're going to be on here, there's got to be a set definitive purpose on here. What is it? The lack of a well-defined power of decision. So number 4 is the lack of decision. Men, women who succeed in reaching decisions promptly and then change them, if at all, very slowly. See, people of leadership, they make the decision and they go for it. They don't look back. They don't change it. See, men who fail to reach a decision, if at all, very slowly and change them frequently and quickly. Indecision and procrastination are twins of each other. Where one is found is usually the other. Kill off this pair before they completely hog-tie you on the treadmill of failure. Persistence and your ability to make a decision and go from it. So one of the things I'm learning right now is I'm inside of this challenge, which many of you know, which is the Freedom Challenge. And what I'm actually really impressed with, even inside this community of entrepreneurs that I'm in, is when I watch entrepreneurs take action and just do. See, they don't lack or worry about what the outcome is. They take the action, they do the action. And I know I catch myself, honestly, sometimes in my lack of decision, in my inability to ho-hum about something instead of definitively do what I know needs to get done and make the decision, right? And then be slow to change it. So having the purpose. So that's number 4. So we've talked about really the 4 things that so far, which is lack of a well-defined purpose in your life, procrastination, lack of persistence, and lack of a well-defined power of decision, being able to make the decision, stick with it, and not worry about what other people might think about your decision. Right? Overcaution. The person who takes no chances generally has to take whatever is left of what others are choosing to go through. Overcaution is as bad as undercaution. Both are extremes to be guarded against. Life itself is filled with the element of chance. See, taking on your life, being in action, don't be so cautious to take the step forward that you don't trust yourself to take the step. Stop asking for permission to live your life and go live your life. This is your time. This is your opportunity. And there are all sorts of things in the way. I mean, I'm sitting here 31 ways in which you can, the majority of causes of failures. And I've read to you 5 that just for myself, I battle up against. I hit these walls all the time. Right. And so I'm sharing this with you because I want you to know that I'm there. Like, I don't just overcome this in a day and like, woo, right? That's not how this goes. So you want to look at, who are you? What are you doing? How are you living your life? And are you choosing to live it? Are you letting others choose it for you? See, as an entrepreneur, we always have a choice to live. We always have a choice on the path that we're going down, which way is going to go faster or slower. This is the mindset piece. This is where we talk about, are you grabbing the information that you need? Are you being surrounded by a community of entrepreneurs, of mentors? Are you being plugged into systems and tools that can truly make a difference for you? And knowing that and learning how to be around that community is critical. This, again, is why I'm so passionate about this 5-day Yep to Freedom Challenge, because this is a Young Entrepreneur Project Freedom Challenge. This is a challenge for entrepreneurs that have been struggling, that aren't getting the results that they want, that have continued to buy courses and mentorships by the hundreds of thousands of dollars and still aren't seeing the results they're looking for. See, you're the person that this challenge is specifically made for. Those that have been at this for a year, have been at this for a period of time, whether it's in your network marketing business, whether you're just getting started inside of here, you've been planning how to do this, and you're just like, what is it that it keeps holding me back? Or what is it that I'm struggling up against? And I promise you, this challenge, it's totally complimentary to join, but I do recommend upgrading to the VIP, which is $47. I mean, it's not going to break the bank for you to get involved in this, but the extra training, the extra support, the extra information inside of here really is the critical piece to the puzzle. And I've done this challenge a couple times now. Not only am I a master trainer for this challenge, but I go through it for myself. And every time I go through this, there's another level of my business that starts to be exposed. There's another element that I see myself stepping into. And it's because I'm surrounded by entrepreneurs that push me and have me go into action, right? You can't be surrounded by entrepreneurs and just sit back and be like, oh, it's just going to magically happen. Hello, procrastination. But this is really about, where are you in your journey? Where are these nuggets? We have an amazing trainer today on this challenge, James Melichek. James Melichek is a entrepreneur. He is somebody that when I heard him last time that he trained in this challenge, I was like, jaw on the ground, 3 pages of notes. And I started implementing the little things that he was recommending that we do. And I was like, it's the little things that we need to hear over and over again that make a profound difference and impact on our business. And it's the actions that we take around this information that actually move the needle forward in our business. So I invite you to take part of this challenge. Join me inside of this. Let's have some fun together. I promise you it's going to be amazingly awesome, because we do have failures that stand in our way. We do have things that could be holding us back. And this is our time to break through that and to really get focused on what we want to achieve. Remove procrastination, remove uncertainty, start making decisions, start being more vibrant and persistent in what we want and less cautious. Life is lived out loud. And we celebrate those that live out loud. And I want to celebrate you for living out loud in your dream of being an entrepreneur. So join me inside this challenge. Let's do this together. Let me support you. Let me cheer you on. Let me be your biggest advocate, because 10,000 entrepreneurs' lives changed is my goal. And if you're listening to this for the first time, you're somebody I want to impact. So let's go out and have some fun together. I promise this is going to be incredible. It's just 1 hour a day. If you're doing the VIP, it's 2, right? But you can catch the recordings. You can watch us live. But oh my God, the world you're going to walk into. It's unlike anything you've ever seen before. And I would love to invite you to a world where you're lifted up, you're poured into, you're believed in, and you're supported along this entire process. Even when those around you in your life don't support you, you want to be around those that do support you, because that's the difference in getting where you want to go or staying exactly where you are. So I hope to see you inside this 5-day Yep to Freedom Challenge. This is Young Entrepreneur Project. This is our challenge. This is our scream for it's our time for freedom, and it's our time. It is the time of the rise of the entrepreneur. Join me, become part of the movement, and let's make 2021 a year to remember. With that, I'll see you inside the challenge.